Alright, that's our Ovni spawn. All party leads just sound off in yell chat the status of your party, whether they're here or not. Okay, 3 is ready, 4 is ready. Okay, while people are settling in, I'll give explanations on how to build Indom on Ovni. So again, this instruction is only for the tanks that are learning to build Indom stacks using Wisdom of the Indomitable. And so to start off, the first thing you want to do is to right-click your Echo to turn it off. And then you're going to have your tank stance on. Then you're going to pop your Spirit of the Remembered and have that applied. And then you'll pop your Wisdom of the Indomitable plate and have that applied. And then when the fight starts, all you need to do is pop some mitigations and stand in all the AoEs you can, and you will build your Indom stacks that way. Even the Iron Shower ones, even the in-out mechanic ones, all the AoEs. Also set your Mage to have majority and fire. So like by standard you could have like 4 fire, 1 ice type stuff. Alright, do we have an update on group 1? Okay, one's not ready yet. Yeah, they don't need. You don't actually need the ready check as long as they're like here. It's fine. Okay, cool. All right, we can go ahead and pull. Okay, all tanks can have your tank stance on and spam your lob attack on the boss. Indom tanks, remember to extend the AoEs to build your HP stacks. Dispel on this cast. Pull the void, it's going to be in or out. Going out, Indom tanks can stay in. When Iron Shower comes out, just take it into the middle of the boss. Everyone else will retreat from the hitbox. Bring that Iron Shower in, everyone else out. Indom tanks go into the middle, and you can pop your invulns now. When Ovni gets to less than 10% HP, and you happen to die by that point, do not accept the res until Ovni has fully died. That way you don't lose out on your BA buff through like cutscene phase or something. Dispel. Iron Shower, take that in. Might not go off actually. Good. Hold on reses, hold on reses. Hold, hold, hold. Okay, you can accept your reses now. Okay, everyone all party leaders double check to make sure that all your party members have the Aetherly Prime buff. Once you're done checking, you can send out your portal macros now. Let's see if this works. Okay, there's always something, isn't it? Okay, one sec, I'll get the map up. I wonder if this still works. That doesn't work. So our commands recently. There it is, thank you. Alright, so now a map has been posted down in Maldestian Arsenal chat, and the way to read that map is to first look at the white numbers at the top. Those white numbers correspond to your group numbers. Then the smaller numbers underneath the white numbers correspond to your portal assignment locations, which should have been sent in your party chat. Right now we're going to head to any of the ferries that are marked on the map that's convenient to your portal location. And again, we will be taking the ferries at about 6 minutes left of your Aetherly Prime buff. Because as mentioned earlier, we're trying to maximize the uptime for the buff while we're inside BA. Alright, everyone can take their ferry buffs now and proceed to your portal location spots. You're just going to stand next to the blue portal. You're not going to interact with it. You're going to wait for the blue portal to turn to a red portal in about 3 minutes. And then you're going to take the red portal in. If you're still confused about where to go for your portal spots, just let your party know, and someone can set a flag down for you if needed. It's going out in about 1 minute. Alright, everyone can take their red portals in. And now we are in BA proper. Alright, the first thing you're gonna want to do is stand to the sides of this bridge here to get a protect and shell buff from people that are handing it out. You also want to pop your Spirit of the Remembered and have it applied at this time if you haven't done so already. And as for our party splits, we're going to have parties 1, 2, and 3 drop on the Logos Manipulator side. Then parties 4, 5, and 6 will be dropping on the Mage and Melter side. I'll put that in yell chat as well. Alright, so going over the tank portion. If you look by the Logos Manipulator, I'm here. So this is just for, again, this is just for our tanks that are in-doming. So I'll be dropping on this side because this is where I'm in group 3, so I'm dropping on this side. So I'm going to drop down. I'm going to show you a demonstration. You'll see that I have removed all my gear. I have no left side, no right side, no accessories, and I have a non-physios item equipped. Then all I do is just pop, I just pop like a 20, provoke the wall, and then you'll see that my HP stack buff, it has 6 minutes right now, and then once I take this hit, boom, back up to 15. And this is one of the many ways that you can refresh your indom stacks. So usually what we do is, we have people just hold off on attacking so the indom tanks can get their refreshes off. Yeah, okay, so next person can provoke, there you go. And on art side, if anyone else still needs stacks, just like step on up behind Opal. Alright, art side's good to go ahead and kill. If you are not running Wisdom of the Guardian or Wisdom of Indomitable, please have your tank stance off. Don't forget to pop your food buffs. Once the walls go down, let your Guardian tanks or Indom tanks pull first. Let them establish aggro before proceeding. Alright, we're going to focus the Pirogo first. The biggest mob in the room, which means it's more the dangerous ones. So you need to focus that first. The bigger mobs like the Pirogo are also the best mobs to use your Death L on if you brought it. Moving on, it's the Arsenal Biblos. You want to stay to the sides of these mobs, never in front or behind, because of the way that their attacks cleave. Okay, looks good. Step past the purple line when you're ready to go. And then someone in Owain chat can let me know and shout, yell, or voice when Owain's side is ready.
We have G4 healer dead on Owain's side.
Okay. Just let me know when that gets resolved. Okay, healers, you can target that person. Just give them spot heals if needed.
G4 healer's back up.
Is everyone on Owain's side past purple line seem ready to go?
All good.
Alright, so we're going to start from all of our party leads. We're going to get a 15-second countdown. And we will initiate the countdown in 3, 2, 1, 15 seconds. If you're on Owain's side, the only thing you need to watch out for is the opposite color spears. If Owain's side is red, you go to blue. If he's blue, you go to red. And I'll call out when that happens. Everything else I will call on Art's side. But both fights will start off with a tank buster, and then the fights will deviate in mechanics. Here's that tank buster now. Owain's side will be getting a raid wide. Art's gonna get an in and out. Art out then in. Art's gonna get a raid wide after this. Owain's side will be getting spear mechanics. Again, for Owain's side, if Owain is blue, you go to red spears. If Owain is red, you go to blue spears. Always opposite.
Inside, go to red fire spear.
Art side spears are out. Go to the edge of the arena. And we are moving Cardinals. Cardinals safe. Raid wide Art. Alright, nice and done. Now at the top of the second set of stairs is a hidden bomb trap. Wait for your Perceptor to find the bomb trap before proceeding. Alright, all tanks that are capable of pulling mobs, go ahead and pull all the mobs to the center and burn them down. Focus the Calcabrina first, biggest mob in the room. Watch out for the the centaurs. Okay, I'm pulling the centaurs now. And I got Megases. You can sleep the centaur to get rid of Berserk if you want to. You don't have to. That can already tell we've got quite a bit of DPS on this raid already, which may or may not influence my decisions.
Wanted, by the way.
Yeah, so in terms of sacking, we want to do that one healer at a time, just try to coordinate that. For the rest of us, in the back of the room is a treasure coffer. Make sure to pick it up yourself, because all loot in BA is personal. And then for the tank educational part, for all our Indom tanks, or tank learners, you can come to art side. I'm going to demonstrate the next form of refresh for Indom tanks. We're going to gently, slowly step up to the bomb trap. Okay, we're going to gently, like that, okay. And we're going to jump to signal that we're ready. All going to jump to signal that we're ready. And then we're going to all pop our invulns. Once everyone has their invuln, we'll walk in. Looks good, looks good. Walk in closely. Now, okay, good, good, good. Yep, perfect. Heal that Dark Knight if we can. Okay, looks good. Nice bounce. Alright, for art side, we have A north. Well, waymarkers A north, B east, C south, and D west. Everyone can pre-position near the B waymark because that's where we're going to start the fight. And we'll get another 15-second countdown from all of our party leads, going out in 3, 2, 1, 15. Okay, pulling now. So the fight's gonna start off with a raid and wide. Use your addles, feints, reprisals, heals, shields, and dismantles. Next, it's gonna hit the main tank with a teeny tiny tank buster. Next, he's gonna electrify the edges of the arena. Alright, now at the very next cast bar that you see, you want to get away from Raiden towards the center of the arena. Go now. Away from Raiden, now. Stay inside the hitbox and stack tight. This is a whirly thing. Now I'm going to go near the D waymark. Stack together and stack tight, baiting some AoEs. Pop your sprints. We're moving to A north. Moving to A north now. Healers rescue people that are far away if you can. When Raiden returns, he's going to hit us with another Raiden wide. Make sure to mitigate effectively and pump all your damage, because this is... Yeah, we can just pump all the damage. Don't worry about this, it's not gonna go off. Just focus all your damage. Never quit, always commit. Boom, done. Moving on, at the B waymark, there is a treasure coffer to pick up again. And then all our tanky people that are able to pull mobs, Guardian and Indom tanks, go ahead and pull all those mobs. Focus the bigger ones first. And whoever wants to can pull the Calcabrina. Just make sure to face it away from the raid. Okay, raid wide coming up from the Calcabrina soon. Watch out for that.
Somebody pick up this eye, please.
Okay, and our Perceptor needs to find a hidden bomb trap at the top. That way you can safely proceed to the next treasure coffer at the end of the room there. Alright, now our Perceptors are going to look for a hidden portal that will take us to our next area. Meanwhile, we're going to clear out the rest of this hallway full of mobs. And for the Arsenal Sprites, make sure to interrupt their Banish cast. Because if that goes off, it can remove buff from you. Our coffer's in lightning. Don't worry about that coffer now, we'll be coming back to it later. Unless the portal's in there, then we'll take the coffer, but for now, ignore it.
Portal's in ice.
Portal is in ice, okay. Don't worry about the water room then. Yeah, so everyone go into ice room. We're gonna have our tanks pull out the mobs. The traps have been found, so everyone come to ice room. Just be careful of the bomb traps. Kill all the Vikings here, and then step in your green portal. Once you step through the green portal, there will be another treasure coffer on your right. Then proceeding downstairs, we have more trash mobs to deal with. All our tank or our pulling able tanks can go ahead and do so. You focus on the frogs first, or Calcabrina first. Focus Calcabrina away from the raid if we can. Little provoke yo-yo. Nice. Okay, now we switch attention to the Pirogos. Then we're just gonna take care of these last two mobs, and then I'll do assignments for support portals. Alright, for the support rooms, we're going to have, starting from the north side, going left to right, groups 1, 2, and 3. And then south side, left to right, will be groups 4, 5, and 6. If you have a trap in your room that hasn't been popped yet, let your indom tanks have priority in popping that trap. And then have that same indom tank stand in the blue circle after that's done. If you don't have an indom tank, any tank will do. And make sure that tank has their tank stands on for this fight. After the fight, you can take it back off. And we'll be able to get going once every room has a tank in their blue circle. Any minute now. There we go. Now we're going to head back up to the hallway from earlier, clear out some more mobs, and then chill out and wait for our support party to get in. We'll also be grabbing the coffer and lightning on the way in. Okay, as always, bigger mobs take priority. Start with the Progo first. Yeah, we can do that. Let's clear out these mobs first, though. Ooh, we're doing Berserk refresh. I like it. I'm into it. Alright, we're going to... Okay, that's all the mobs done. Let's clear out the lightning room first, and then we'll go clear out the water room. Everyone stay out. Let the tanks pull everything out. Gonna watch out for the AoEs on the ground. These are fast resolving. White mages can use your holy to help mitigate all of this. Alright, kill that last mob and go ahead and grab your treasure coffer. Then I'll move on to all these water mobs. Stay out in the hallway for a sec. These mobs do large conal AoEs, just be aware of that. Alright, so everyone else can proceed to the sides of this bridge here to get a re-up on your shell buff. You only need shell buff going forward unless you are planning to main tank the next bosses. In that case, you need protect. But yeah, as far as everyone else, you can just take a break here if you want to. Just make sure you're not gone any longer than 10 minutes because there is an AFK kick timer. Now for our indom tanks, I want to show you one more thing. You would come down to the wind room. Just the indom tanks. And basically, this is just another way of refreshing. The way that you do this is you just take off all your gear, like you did with the demon wall from earlier. No physios again, and just provoke one of the mobs here. Everyone can have one, or you can share one. Up to you guys. You'll just refresh off the auto attacks. And if you want to leash it, it's like just past the threshold of this like doorway here. If you want to leash the mobs, which I will do so with this one. Yeah, I see like Rev's also doing the Brina method refreshing. That's one way to do it. It's an old way to do it, but if you want to, you can do that too. Same principle. You just need a little bit more mitigation, and you just stand in the AoE. We just usually we transfer it to the wind method now because it's just faster. Now we're just gonna wait for our support party to get in.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, looks like everyone from support is in, that at least wants to be in. So everyone can step past the purple line when you're ready to go. And I'll begin explanations for AV. Oh yeah, if there was only 2 people that showed up for support, people with room in their parties can go ahead and pick them up. Meanwhile, explanations about AV. AV is a fight of opposite colors. If he has white bracelets, you want to go to the dark mechanics. If he's got dark bracelets, you want to go to light mechanics. And in that same sort of vein, you want to there's a mechanic called Turbulent Ether, which is the main mechanic I'm going to explain. Turbulent Ether, basically there are different dark and light tethers that tether to random people in the raid. And if you have a tether on you when I call out Turbulent Ether, you're going to assess and see if it's light or dark. And then you just stand in a puddle of the opposite color, wait for the tethered bomb to hit you in that puddle, and you have resolved the mechanic. So again, Turbulent Ether, opposite color tethers to you get your tether to your opposite color puddle, wait for the bomb to hit you, and you're good to go. And there'll also be a conal AoE to dodge at the same time, and I will call out the order of how to resolve those mechanics when we get to there. Before we go on, Indom Tanks, I know your stacks are probably getting low right now, so you can go ahead and do a quick refresh if you haven't done so already. And then we're gonna pull at 57 flat on the Conquer the Baldistan Arsenal timer. It's a little over a minute from now. Just to give all our damage boosters some time to buff up and stuff. Also, if food's running low, go ahead and repop your food buffs. Okay, we're coming up on 30 seconds now. Ten seconds. Range your caster LBs at 5 seconds if you have them. And pulling now. Someone has faint. Okay, we have faint. Good, nice. Meteor raid wide. Use your addles, transfer reprisals, mitigations as needed. Now we have introductory puddles. You want to get away from these puddles and watch how they grow. There is always melee uptime for this first set, if you know where to position. Conal AoE, dodge the Conal. Now everyone stay behind AV if you're not a tank. We're going to be moving to the dark side of the room. Dark side, dark side. Tank Buster at the front. A little bit of uptime for our next set of mechanics. Alright, moving away from light, get close to dark puddles. Get close to dark puddles, we have melee uptime available. Get close to dark puddles, away from light puddles. Okay, return to the boss. A little bit of uptime before a meteor raid wide coming up soon. Mitigate as needed. Now we have Turbulent Ether assignments coming out soon. Don't resolve yet, wait for the Conal, don't resolve. Resolve now, opposite color puddles, opposite color puddles. Stay away from the front of the boss, Tank Buster coming out. One person to a puddle at a time. Very nice, double meteor raid wide, heavy heals, mitts, shields. We're not gonna cut it off. Everyone to the middle of the arena. Heavy heals and shields again. Indom tanks can stand in the radials to refresh. We're going to light side every time. Light side every time. Alright, go to the edge of the arena now. Watch for the Conal. And we'll just kill it here. Nice. Now go ahead and pick your treasure coffer. Indom tanks can go ahead and start the refreshes. Everyone else can just move up the stairs and take out those 2 mobs at the top. Anyone can go any tank can go ahead and pull those mobs at the top. Just be sure to watch out for a cast called On the Properties of Darkness. Just make sure to throw a stun out, interrupt that cast.
You're right. Tom woke up. The last thing I need is the kitty to come out during Ozma.
Alright, just stay at the top of the area. Do not drop down yet. Do not drop down. Okay, now I'll begin explanations for Ozma. So, the first mechanic that I'm going to explain is called Black Hole. If you take a look at the Ozma Arena, you'll see that there are 6 turquoise buttons surrounding it. When I call out Black Hole, all you need to do is be on a turquoise button as soon as possible. And because that we need all the buttons covered at the same time, the way that we organize it is we have our melee classes and our tanks stand on the turquoise buttons that are on the rectangular platforms. And then we have our ranged and caster classes stand on the turquoise buttons that are located on the ring. That way everybody has a button and every button has a body. Okay, moving on to our second mechanic. It's called Acceleration Bomb. And when I call out Acceleration Bomb, you're going to check your debuff bar and see if you have a chromish dice-looking icon with a countdown on it. If you do have one when I call it out, what you need to do is stop moving, stop attacking, do not press any of your buttons, and wait for the countdown to resolve on its own. If you do not resolve it in that exact manner, it will explode, dealing major damage to your whole platform. So again, acceleration bombs mean that you just don't attack, don't move, wait for the countdown to resolve. And the third mechanic, possibly the most important one. Actually, let's see. Black hole is probably the most important. Meteor's second. Yeah, so this is the meteor mechanic. So meteors coming out during star phase and pyramid phase, and they come out in the form of a red marker on your head, surrounded by a purple AoE. And what to do if you have that marker on your head when I call out meteors, you need to take that marker to either Waymark 1 or Waymark 2, one person to a Waymark at a time. And for reference, Waymarks have been posted in Baldestine Arsenal chat if you want a quick reference of that. I'll give you time to set those up for your party after explanations. Yeah, again, Waymark 1 or Waymark 2 only for meteor markers. If you don't want to jump off the platform if you have a meteor also, because that just brings the meteor to south platform and makes things harder for that party. And one last thing, if you happen to get a meteor marker and acceleration bomb at the same time, prioritize resolving the meteor first. So you take it to 1 or 2, and then once you're there, you're going to don't press any buttons as you wait for your acceleration bomb to resolve. And then, okay, so that being said, before I get into tank stuff, if needed, is there any tank in that's running Guardian or Indom that wants to try main tanking for the first time? Just let me know in like yell, shout, or voice. Alright, so we'll just go with our standard setup now. We're gonna have groups 1 and 4 northwest. We're gonna have groups 2 and 6 south. And then we have groups 3 and 5 northeast. Support can go wherever. So again, 1 and 4 northwest, 2 and 6 south, 3 and 5 northeast. Party leaders, once you get to your respective platforms, make sure to set waymarks for your party, and also ready check your party and let me know in chat when you're good to go. Our main tanks for tonight are myself, Rem, and Alaric.
This do be it.
Okay, 3 is ready, 6 is ready, 2 is ready. 5 is ready, 1 is ready. Waiting on 4 and support. Oh, no, support dissolved, so we're just waiting for group 4 then.
Wait, what the heck? Derek is Pokemon right now.
Hello?
You just, you're offline right now, your character.
Yeah, I got the fucking 9002 thing.
Oh no.
So did we know if we got group 4 ready? If we saw it in chat?
D4 is ready.
Okay, cool.
Oh fuck, Mark. I need a hug. Does that count?
Just in queue. Once I get in, I'll assess pull time, and then we can get going. At least it didn't happen during the fight.
Yeah, thankfully.
I mean, if someone could stream, I could call it, but yeah. Okay. We're gonna do a 63 pull timer. On the Conquer the Baldestine Arsenal timer, of course. One minute starting now. So at this point in the raid, the only tanks that should have their tank stands on are myself, Rem, and Alaric. All other tanks should have their tank stands off. "30 seconds. LB's out of 5. Alright, main tanks for Broken Engage. We're gonna have our melee classes at the front. We're gonna have our range classes at the back. Once Ozma changes shape, we will all move to the back. Going to the back now. Back of the platform. Everyone stacked together at the front. We're sharing auto attacks. Next mechanic you're going to see is a knockback. You're going to stand to the front of the turquoise button and get knocked towards Ozma. You can also use your KBI like Arm's Length or Sure Cast. KBI or knock to front, KBI or knock to front. They stack together, still sharing some auto attacks. 2 more auto attacks before Black Hole. 1 more auto attack. Get ready to get to your buttons. Buttons now, everyone to a button immediately. Do not greed, get to a button ASAP. Return to Ozma. Next mechanic we're going to see is Shade Mechanics. There they are. And we are going to move to the back of the platform. Back now. Return to Ozma. We're going to have another set of shades. And then following that, we have an Ozma transformation, which means a double movement. So let's wait for our shades to come up first and see what we get. Shades are up now. Get ready to move. Moving 2. Back of the platform again. Back, back, back. And then to the front. Front now. Main tanks right, party left. Main tanks right, party left. Main tanks, pop your mitigation, remain on the platform and take your first orb. Main tanks, avoid the party stack, remaining on your platform at all times. Main tanks, move up and take your second orb with the mitigation if there is one. And now, maintain position. Main tanks right corner, party left corner. Shades are coming up soon. A little bit of uptime. Good damage, good speeds. Shades up soon. Shades up now. We're going to move to C waymark, the C waymark. Return to your positions. Main tanks right, party left. Main tanks right, party left. We have black holes coming up soon. Just be wary. Buttons now. Everyone to buttons. Return to Ozma. Another round of shades coming up soon. Shades are up now. Get ready to move. Stay at the front. Stay at the front. And then off to the sides of the platform. Sides now, off the sides. LB's out, full commit to the boss. We can kill it before any mechanics come up. Yep. It's full commit to the boss. We're all good. Meteors, what are those? I don't know what those are. I just know damage. Boom. Okay, now you can go down to the south platform, and then you can pick up your treasure coffer. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you everyone for coming. I hope you have a lovely Valentine's Day for you and yours. And I hope to see you in future runs. Good night.